Maxie, are you ready for this live? Are you ready to get your head rubbed like a good little monkey? I know. Hello there, Debbie. Hope you're doing well today. Tonight. Today, tonight, tomorrow. Hello there, Rosemary. How is Justin and Mia doing there? How are your kitties doing, Debbie? Oh, Maximus, what to do with you? What to do with you? You just got all these itchy witchies, don't you? Hello there, Connie. How are things up in Canada? Yes, Mr. Maximus. I know, buddy. I know. It's tough being Maximus. Isn't it? It sure is. Oh, you're good, Maximus. Hello, Mr. Eyeball. Are you a good eyeball? Maximus, your fur is turning like rust. You're becoming a rust kitty. Yeah, so with Maximus, he had a vet appointment today because unfortunately on Sunday, on the other side of his face, we have now a wound over there as well. So we're thinking this wound wasn't necessarily caused by a bite or a scratch from anybody. It might have been, and it still is an unknown. Hello there, Ryan. Hello there, John. Hello there, Jesse. Hope you all are doing well. So the initial wound, we're thinking maybe has something to do with whatever is going on with him. Like I said, we went to the vet today. I will get I'll get a shot on his other wound, the more open one, or not open, but the one that's more fresh at the moment here in a minute. But at the vet, they did rule out something like ringworm because ringworm can cause this. There's like a special UV light apparently that detects ringworm. It's kind of cool. So it's like a box, and you turn the light off, and it's UV. So if there's like any kind of ringworm going on, the infected fur will turn green. So like I said, kind of neat. Didn't know that before. Never seen it before. So this is his wound from a couple weeks ago. That's pretty much healed up. We're just waiting for it to, hair to grow back. But on Sunday, we noticed. Let me get him. We noticed this. Now, this is looking just like the other one did. It's following the same pattern. It was really small on Sunday. Hello there, Ruth. How you doing? It was really small on Sunday, and it is starting to spread a little bit just like this other one did. Hello there, Misty Faye. So, when we went to the vet, they ruled out ringworm. This doesn't mean he doesn't have some kind of fungal issue going on or an allergen going on, or it could be just because what's going on with us. It could just be stress. Stress and anxiety with what's going on. And because of that, unfortunately, he's got to keep wearing this cone. I also asked the vet, because what kind of got me concerned or worried was a potential feline leukemia. Because he's had a little bit of weight loss, but I think I can explain. I think I know the reason as to why. But they don't think it's feline leukemia because apparently part of their like blood screening for senior cats, there's something in the blood screening where it checks for feline leukemia. So we don't think it's that either. Maya, I'm not sure if I said hello to you, but hello, Maya. Catitude, I'm not sure if I said hello to you, but hello, Catitude. Hello, everybody. John, tell me about it. I hate cat health mysteries as well. Yeah. But that's kind of where we're at. Um, I was telling the vet, like, over the last month or so, once his diabetes have kind of like tapered down and he doesn't seem to need insulin anymore. Hello there, Star Ruby. How you doing? Thank you for joining us. Hope you're doing well tonight. Um, Star Ruby, I'm doing fine. Uh, Poor Maxie here. He's got another wound on his face, unfortunately. So he had this bald spot about 2 weeks ago, which is healing up nicely. But unfortunately, now on the other side of his face, you can kind of see it. You can kind of see it right by that whisker. He's got like another wound, and we're now in the process of figuring out like what's going on. Food allergies, some kind of fungal infection, and just stress. Catitude, they said if it continues, or if he develops another kind of wound like that, to bring him back in, and they will do a culture on him. Culture takes about 2 weeks or so for you to get the results back, but that would be kind of the next step. Hello there, Kevin. Hope you're doing well tonight. Thank you for joining us. So that would be what's next. Hopefully, it's just these two things, and this will stop. But in the pit of my stomach, my cat instinct says there's something still going on that we don't quite know what's going on, unfortunately, which I hate. There's nothing There's nothing worse in the world having the feeling that, you're just missing something, or we just don't have what needs to be done yet. You know, Connie, so they ruled out ringworm because there's a special UV light. It's called I think it was called like a wooden lamp. So they bring in this little device, they turn off the lights, they turn on this device, and it it has a UV light, ultraviolet light, and if there's any kind of like infected hair, or like in any kind of infected area with ringworm, the fur or the skin would show up green, and it didn't show up green. John, let me see what you're saying here. Bitsy has been quiet, not eating much, hanging out in more protected locations, hoping it's just a change of weather, a little cold. Lewis has been the same a couple of weeks ago, and he's finally back to normal. Yeah, John, we kind of have the same thing going on with these cats a little bit because of the weather change out here in NC. Um, we've had finally getting some more permanent or like continual constant cold. So we definitely have some runny eyes and some sneezing going on through the house with these kitties. Hello there, Greg. How you doing? Nice to see you. If you're new, also, hello and welcome to you. I mean, you can see right now, once I took that cone off, that he's done a lot of licking, right? So, I mean, maybe we can get to, I don't know, maybe there's some kind of anti-itching shot or some kind of cream or something. Or do we just got to shave him bald? You want to be shaved bald, Maximus? I mean, you're already losing some of your face, some of your fur. Maxie, I'm going to stop you from doing that, buddy. He doesn't have any fleas, Target, so a flea bath wouldn't do any good. Because we have flea combs and we have all that stuff. We have We're kind of a cat pharmacy target. We live with 9 cats, and we've gone through almost everything cat parents can go through. uh, so, hello there, Sky Ortiz. So what's going on with this particular kitty target is he's got like these wounds that are appearing on his face. You can see this one here. This one, it's happened about 2 weeks ago and it's healed, and now we're just waiting for fur to grow back. But he's got another one. It's kind of hard. Yeah, there we go. He's got one there. You kind of saw on his face. And we're trying to figure out why. He went to the vet today. They ruled out ringworm because that was one of the things we were thinking because they're kind of circular in shape. Nope, you're not scratching, Max. That cone's gonna go back on. Yeah. Hello there, John. Food allergy. Nope, we're not scratching, Max. Sorry, buddy. John, food allergy. Nope. Food allergy is definitely a potential there, John. So can it be some kind of other fungus, like you're just talking there, Target? It could be a fungus of some sort. He's going to go to the bathroom, so I'm going to keep it off of him while he's going to the bathroom. Hey there, Bruce. Or it could be stress because we are in the process of moving. So we have our house on the market and we've had some showings, and he's a stressy kitty. He's just peeing right now, so I'm not going to show y'all him peeing. um, but yeah, we'll figure this out in due time. Got to put on our detective hat and figure things out. Eczema, I think you were saying, Target. Eczema is another potential. Sky, it could be a food allergy. That's something we'll have to kind of figure out. There's a lot of things that it can be. So Sky, the kitty has wounds. Max has wounds because he either has some kind of an allergy, Maxie, some kind of an allergy that's causing him to kind of itch and kind of rub his fur off, or he has some kind of parasite potentially, or we have some kind of a stress situation going on. Bruce, I can't. What did you say? I think you said something, Bruce. Rosemary. Did Max get any vaccines that could cause it? He hasn't had any Max vaccines recently, Rosemary, and he's never had any like adverse reactions to vaccines. So I don't think it's vaccine related, Rosemary. John, not John S, but for Cat Billy's John. Allergies are very tough to diagnose, especially when they're not regular, possibly not an allergy. Yeah, for sure. Target, your sister cat's licks their hair off of its belly. Separation anxiety. It sounds like your sister's cat has oh, what is it called? Alopecia. Hey, Maxie. And one thing I will say about Mr. Maximus, he is a bit of a stress kitty. So it could be that. Max. I will say though, those who are new having 9 cats, sometimes it's difficult to like get everything uh, proper, if you will, to take care of all of these kitties. Hello there, Kitty King. How you doing? We have 9. Most of these kitties targets are rescues or foster fails. These kitties are, though, in case you're worried about the high number of 9, these cats are like incredibly taken care of. Mr. Maximus himself here, he had, does he have, he might have a little litter. Yeah, he does have some litter on that paw, so we're gonna have to clean that paw out. Yeah, there's a little bit of litter on that paw. So what I was saying about Maximus here, he developed diabetes this year, earlier in the beginning of the year. So he is our second diabetic cat that we had to kind of work with. Um, and our other diabetic cat is 20 plus years old, and she's had diabetes for 10 years. And she's, doing strong, doing well overall, considering, with her age and everything. But like I was saying, Max developed diabetes in the beginning of the year. He had a pretty rough summer because he was also getting pancreatitis and some bowel issues. So we got that kind of under control now. And he's gone now about a month with his diabetes without having any insulin or anything. Um, so, hello there, Linda. Hope you're doing well. So it seems like Max is going under diabetic remission, which is awesome. Target, I'm located in North Carolina, U.S. Yeah, John, or not John, Bruce, what is your news? I'm trying to keep up with everybody in chat here. So people are asking questions and things like that, so I do my best to try to keep up with everybody. John, has anyone ever heard of cats getting rodent ulcers? It's an allergy where their lips become open and inflamed. You had a cat many years ago that had them, and periodically steroids help. Dislike steroids. Yeah. The one thing, John, with Max, is steroids would definitely help some itchiness, but the problem is technically Max is still a diabetic, even though he hasn't had the need for insulin in like 6 weeks now or something like that. And diabetes and steroids in any compromised immune systems is usually a no-no. So we can't do any steroids. Target, you're out in South Dakota. How are things out in South Dakota? I gotta imagine it's getting cold out there. Hello there, Nessa. Yeah, I've never heard of rodent ulcers either, John, myself. I've never heard of that. I don't know. Never heard of it. Bruce, the one-eyed cat at the cat cafe got adopted today by an elder gentleman. Awesome. Good to hear, John, or good to hear, Bruce. Hello there, Jesse. Did you get the? Yes, Jesse, we do have the donut cone, but what we learned real quickly, Max doesn't do well with the donut cone. It's either like way too loose or way too tight for him. So the donut cone is not a realistic option as far as that goes. Spence. Hey, Spence, how you doing? How are things out in the UK tonight? Target, what are the symptoms of diabetes in cats? So weight loss could be one sign, target. Excessive drinking, which will turn into excessive peeing. A dull or dandruffy coat. Excuse me. Are some of the signs. Another sign with diabetes with cats, I'm just trying to think of all of them. Uh, Lack of energy. They'll have usually, they'll be very hungry, very hungry. They'll always want to eat, 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 never be satisfied. I can't remember some of the other ones at this point in time. Spence, Max is one wound, if you will. The one you can see right now, Spence, on that side is pretty much healed up. And, hopefully we'll just start to have some hair regrowth. But unfortunately, on his other side of his face, kind of by his whiskers, he's got another wound. So we took him to the vet today, Spence, and they ruled out something like ringworm, that particular like parasite. They couldn't rule out like other kind of fungal issues potentially. They couldn't rule out food allergy. That's something that we'll need to figure out. And it could like be stress and anxiety. But he's acting normal, but he's just got these. He just wanted to rip his face off right now. And I'm not trying to be like gross or anything, but that's just how it seems at the moment for poor Mr. Maximus here. He's had a rough year. Target, do we give these 9 kitties a bath regularly? No, no, we do not. I don't really, most of the time, cats don't need baths because they bathe themselves with all their grooming. Unless the cat has like stuck its foot like in poop or really got a lot of litter in its paw, they can work themselves. They can kind of work that out. So we don't generally give baths to cats. Hello there, cat lady Michelle. How you doing? Hope you're doing well tonight. You chewing on that foot, Maximus? This particular cat, no, we have not done the thyroid test. Because we have one of our other cats, special needs cats, Rosemary, who, if you hang with us the whole time here, Target, these live streams are for an hour. You will see a little bit later. She's named Rosemary. She does have a thyroid issue. She's on medication. And we had another one also, Target, who had thyroid disease and got the I-131 iodine treatment, and she's cured. Now, eventually, if this continues, though, we probably will do like a T4, T3 test just to check to see if there's anything going on with his thyroid. Hopefully not, but you just never know. Spence, as far as a biopsy goes, it's something if this continues, like if he gets another spot, another like just patch of fur that just falls off or he rips off, biopsy will be in order. That will kind of be the next step, Spence. Bruce, as far as the carpet goes, this being new carpet, I don't know. I can't say for sure. And if it is the carpet, Bruce, unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about it. Until we move, unfortunately. Target, what is the backstory of Maximus's name? So we adopted Maximus, and his name was Sir Whiskers Maximus at the adoption place. So that's the backstory. It's not much of a backstory, but that's what they named him at the place we adopted him at, was Sir Whiskers Maximus. Probably because he has very big whiskers. He has pretty good whiskers now, but just think when he was a little guy, a little kitten, his whiskers were like very big compared to the size of his head. So that's his name. He had a brother named what was the brother's name? Sir Tinklebottom or something like that, something silly. Cat lady Michelle, you teach your mom cat tricks? Well, alrighty. Catitude, have we heard anything on the offer of the house yet? So no, it's irritatingly, Catitude. So the people that came in that said they were going to maybe do an offer, they haven't even gotten a pre-approval letter yet, which is kind of irritating, isn't it? I mean, it's like you come in here and you act interested, and maybe you still are, but have a pre-approval letter if you're going to go through a house. I just don't get it. Just don't get it. Hello there, Margot. Hope you're doing well, Margot. Nice to see you tonight. Must be late where you are, Margot, so I definitely appreciate you being here. Cat lady Michelle, cat is stressed out. It's a potential, but also, though, you got to think about this, though, cat lady. He's got a cone on him almost all the time just to keep him from scratching his face. So, when that cone comes off, it gives him a chance to do some grooming. Now, if he starts to like kind of attack his face with his back paws, then I'll stop him. And I'm gonna actually, what is it, already 24 after? So we're gonna hang out with Max here for just a few more minutes, and then we have to keep on going. Catch out some other kitties. Target, what if a cat expressively licks the stomach? Maybe food allergy, allergy to corn, soy, peas, or wheat. Target, I think that could be more of the alopecia situation. Alopecia cats, they tend to do a lot of excessive licking in their tummy and on their butt. and they lick so much they start licking their fur off, and then you start having big bald patches. So I think that's more of a alopecia situation. Yeah, Spence. I mean, he's acting completely normal. Besides just chunks of his face, like falling off. I mean, I'm not trying to be funny with it, but he's acting like happy. Well, he's not happy when he has his cone on, obviously, but he's acting, happy and like his normal self. So I don't know. Target. What are the cats' names? Max, Tang, Yoda, Kit, Tiny, Rosemary, Pandora, the baby, and Zelda. And you will see all of them. Um, but let's go ahead and we're gonna move on. I got to cone Max up, cone Max back up, and I got to go. Spence, I appreciate that. And those who are new here, I do want to briefly mention one of the cool things about being a member or just part of this community is that we donate all channel revenue to charity at the end of every month. As a community, we probably donated, I don't know, close to $4,000 or $5,000 to various cat shelters across the world. Something I like to say every so often. So every single penny goes to help cats in need. All right, Mr. Maximus, you be a good boy. I know you're like so sad now. You got this cone on your head. It's like, why? Why do I have this cone on my head again? All right, Maxie. All right, let's go check on some other kitties. Nope, Maxie, you can't go out right now. Sorry, buddy. Yeah, stay over there. Good boy. All right. Hello there, William Wallace. How you doing? Hi, Yoda. I know. Back up, buddy. This is Yoda, one of the nutty tuxedos, who likes his laser face. William, you have a black and white kitty. Awesome. So Yoda, let me show some of the other kitties here. The baby is the calico. The other tuxedo on the bed, that's Tiny. Tang, the orange tabby. Tang and Tiny are brother and sisters. We fostered them a few years back and wound up adopting them. Hello there, Nash. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Target, do we feed Maximus canned food? Yes, we feed him. Right now, we're feeding him Fancy Feast. Before that, we were feeding him Blue Buffalo. He ate Blue Buffalo for, gosh, about 3 or 4 months when he was really having some stomach issues, and it really helped him. But he got tired of it, and we switched him back over to Fancy Feast again, which could be the reason on why he's having issues. But the sore on one side of his face was already happening while he was on the Blue Buffalo. So I don't necessarily think it's that, but it is possible. This is Pandora. The baby, who's always jealous of Pandora. She's a good girl. Yoda said try. One of the cool things about Pandora, something that a lot of folks may not know, Pandora used to be a cat, a blood donor cat. So she lived kind of like in an animal hospital, not an animal hospital. She lived in a university at one point in time. Hello there, Tranquil. Hope you're doing well tonight. So she lived in a university, and she would donate blood to help cats that are anemic, or maybe they had like a real bad injury and lost a lot of blood, and she would she would help save those cats. So that's kind of cool. And if I missed somebody's comment, apologies. I'm just trying to go through everything and check everything. Hello there, Icon. Hope you're doing well, Icon, tonight. All right, Yoda, you want to play some toys here? I'm going to show 2 more cats that are still under the bed, and we still have Rosemary. Target, you use Pure Harmony, grain-free chicken, and chicken peas recipe. It's a safe bet. I have not heard of that food. How old is who? Spence? Which cat? I know there's a lot, right? Target, yeah, that's another thing that can be a potential as well. He's had the same litter his whole life, basically, but it can change, right? I mean, allergies can just, they can just pop up out of the blue. Hello there, Chloe. How you doing? Yeah, we have a older cat like population. Our only young ones really are the baby, or not the baby, but Tang and Tiny. They're like four or five. All the other kitties are 8, all the way up to 20. So we definitely have like a, an old crowd. Target, you went from tidy to sand. Sand eliminated consistent licking of toes. Yeah, we have 2. We have Scoop Away, and we have the world's best cat litter, are the 2 that we use. This is Orange, or Tang. Now, Orange, he can be a naughty little boy, because as some of you have heard earlier, people are asking me about like offers and sales and things like that for our house, because our house is up on the market. And Mr. Tang here has a horrible problem with chewing on the stairs on the carpet. So he's a naughty little boy. So we have pillowcases, and we have blankets, and we have books in order to prevent this little turkey from doing too much damage to the staircase. But it's like, how can you say no to his little belly? His big old belly. Yes, he is adorable, Kevin. That's why he gets away with it. It's like, how can you say no to that face? You can't, right? Rosemary, that's what Bruce asked. Could something in the carpet be bothering him? It is possible, Rosemary, because we did replace our carpet in lieu of getting this house sold, or trying to, like 3 months ago now. So it's definitely a potential, Rosemary, but the thing is, I mean, we can't really do anything about it. Unfortunately, it's like, what can you do about that, right? Hello there, Joseph. Oh, Joseph, thank you for the email. I will definitely use what you said as far as when we donate to Shelly. I appreciate you being here as well, Joseph. Hello there, Emil. Hello there, Samantha Lynn. I'm not going to be able to say that last name, but hello. Welcome if you are new. If you are a cat lover, you are in the right place, my friend. Let me show a couple of other kitties that are under the bed. Hopefully the phone and the live doesn't stop. But we got a couple of cats that are usually under the bed. This is Zelda, who it looks like she has one of her pills. Unfortunately, she must have spit out But that's Zelda. That's our 20-year-old. Diabetic for 10 plus years, doing strong, got kidney issues, but she just keeps on going. Hey Zeus. Zeus, you coming out? Target, what did you say? We once had a Maine Coon fed Meow Mix. Meow Mix dry and Fancy Feast can. Allergies. Veterinarian suggested no cheap food and you began cooking. Let me get up. Homemade afterwards, and the allergies disappeared. Excuse me. Well, maybe eventually we'll have to go into homemade or something, or we're gonna have to, I don't know, like just go natural and get these cats rats and mice to chew on. Hi, Kit. This is the other one, Kit. Kit sometimes a bit of a bully to the other kitties, but Zelda's a sweetheart here. Catitude, you got to take your pills. Well, she's got a lot of pills to take. Bruce, if you like the movies, you emailed the one your daughter because she's afraid it may. Hey, well, Bruce, it might happen, right? I mean, any time it might happen, of course. How's Shadow doing, Jesse? Rosemary, for sure. It is difficult when you do have 9 and when they all kind of eat different food. Yeah, that's the thing, having such a high number, it would be great if they would all just eat the same thing. Or we could just feed them twice a day, but we can't. We just can't. It's not possible. Bruce, not John, Max is walking about the same overall. Hello there, Gene. Gene, you're Jenny from Vermont. Oh, nice. How's the weather out in Vermont? Do you have any kitties, Jenny? Ooh, is this the cause of all of your concern? I wonder where Lewis is. I don't see him here. Yeah, it's Zelda's an amazing cat. Not as amazing as the baby, of course, though, who looks stern in her calico ways. Very chilly out there in Vermont. I can imagine it's getting cold. We got the dramatic one here. This is why I can't be too upset with Mr. Tang, because he's so cute sometimes. And I'm going to rub his belly and he's going to bite me for it. Hi, Yoda. Where are you? I know you're never far away. Hello there, V. Your cat would tear your arm off if you did that. Well, I'm a trained professional, V, so no worries. I have the thousands of scratches to prove it. I would also recommend, this is something I'd like to say every so often, if y'all have any older kitties or doggies, something like what Zelda's on right now is great for old or for arthritic cats or dogs if they have trouble, in their older age, jumping up on beds and stuff like that, couches, whatever, or one of these ramps. They cost about $20 or so. You can get them on Amazon. You can probably get them elsewhere, of course, but would highly recommend those for anybody who might have some senior kitties or doggies that have issues getting up and down. It just makes their life so much easier. I know, Yoda, you're not allowed on the bed right now, are you? Hello there, Becky. How you doing? We're going to hang out with this group for a few more minutes, and then we're going to go hang out with Rosemary. Hello there, Weird Dino. How's life going? How are you doing? Hello there, Becky H. Davies. I'm sorry to hear that you've been having a rough week there, Dino. How come? What's been going on? Zusi. But yeah, she's 20. She's like 13, 14, 4 or 5, 4 or 5, 13, 14. Yoda's always a kitten at heart, but he's like 8 or so, 8 or 9. Max is about 10 or so, and then Kit's about 10, and Rosemary, who you'll all be seeing here in a few minutes, is like about 18. We're Dino, still trying to get life together, aren't we all? Aren't we all? Hello there, Phil. How you doing? Yeah, Tucker, I always like to say, we live with cats. They don't live with us. I mean, this is no, this isn't a California king. This is a king size bed. But even with that being the case, they kind of take up most of the bed or half the bed. My wife is saying one day I'll remember cat ages. I think I was close. Now, one day we will have kittens here during these live streams once Zelda passes on, Rosemary passes on, and we have some more room. Phil, you were able to get a TNR yesterday. You have to pick him up tomorrow. Awesome, Phil. And then I'm assuming Phil is probably like you're part of like a group that does that trap, neuter, and release situation. Where do you know? What did you say? People are saying sorry. Your old teacher passed away October the 21st, and then you. Oh, I'm sorry, Dino. I did not see that. Yeah, definitely. Condolences and prayers to your teacher's family. It sounds like maybe you and that old teacher had a relationship, like a close relationship, kind of thing. So definitely condolences there, Dino. I did not catch that. Tang is technically his name, but he goes orange, orangey, trouble, menace, the carpet monster. He's got a lot of excuse me, a lot of nicknames. Hello there, Cody. Cody, do I have any cats? No, I don't think so, Cody. These are just like oversized hamsters. Phil, there's a low-cost TNR clinic that's by you, and you help out help out when you can. Awesome, Phil. Dino, it's hard on you. He was your current gym teacher, and current gym teacher were friends, and teacher who passed was also friends, and you'd email outside of even school. Okay. All right, let's go ahead. We're going to say goodbye to the baby, Orangey, Zelda, Miss Pandora, Kit's under the bed, Tang, or not Tang, I'm sorry, Tiny, who's not so tiny. Tiny's like 18 pounds. She's a bit of a chunker. And Yoda. And we're going to go hang out with Rosemary for the last about 15 minutes or so here. Where Dino, he passed away from a 3-year cancel with battle. 3-year battle with cancer, I'm sorry. Hi, Rosie. What's up? Now, Rosie's got a bit of a winky eye. Like I said earlier in the live stream, we have a little bit of a kind of a kitty cold kind of going through. And, those who have multiple kitties, you'll understand kind of once one cat starts showing signs of either sneezing or a little bit of a watery eye, it's just a matter of time before it just runs through the house. We do have eye drops for these cats, which we'll start giving Rosemary because her eye is definitely watery. We do have doxycycline, so we're like a drug factory basically here. So we got plenty of stuff to work with these kitties. When you were still in middle school when he first got diagnosed, you had a smash cancer event, and the whole day where the middle school wore red for him, and it was the only day you didn't wear a hoodie to school. So, what I was saying earlier, Target, if you're still in chat, is this is our current kitty who has thyroid disease. So she takes the filamazole medication to kind of control the thyroid. Another thing about Miss Rosemary is she's also deaf as well. So she has a very larger than life meow and personality. And yes, we do have a screened in porch Target. Now, Rosemary likes to look out the window, even though it's dark right now. She's kind of the neighborhood spy. She's always, spying on others and reporting them to the HOA people. She likes to get people into trouble. And unfortunately, the reason I've been opening and closing doors is because of this one. She does not like, excuse me. She does not like other cats. She does not get along well with other cats. So when she's out and about, the other ones are in their rooms. Oh, yes, Rosie is HR. You got it. Yeah, if we ever get this house sold and, unfortunately have to move back to Arizona, we probably in the beginning are just going to have a catio. Hello there, Jakir. Sorry if I screwed up that name. Most of you know I'm terrible with pronouncing names. Phil, you don't know if I've already talked about what is going on with Tranquil. I'm not going to say much about that situation, Phil. If you want to leave me a comment on a video, I will talk more about it. I just don't think I don't think it's the right place at the moment, Phil. But feel free if you want to reach out to me via email or via leave a comment, and I will definitely get back to you on that. KK, you got to go. I hope you have a wonderful night there, KK. As always, Kitty King, God bless, take care, and we will see you in the future. Target, have I seen cat vitamins that look like snacks? I have not. I have not. Bruce, that's about the same in North Carolina. I think tonight we're supposed to be like in the 50s, but I think in a couple of nights we are looking in the 30s as well. So, yeah. Target, where do you buy high quality vitamins for cats? That's a great question. Target. We don't use really any vitamins for these cats. So honestly, I'm not sure. I mean, I feel like you could probably just, Google, vitamins and then just do some research from there. So I don't know myself. Hello there, S. It looks like my wife deleted something, which I'm not going to look into because I'm going to keep on scrolling down. Veterinarians definitely do have vitamins for sure. That is for sure. The only thing though I would say Target, I would probably recommend though not getting things at veterinarian offices only because there is such an incredible high markup of them. So let's say you're going to get X vitamin for whatever at a veterinarian store, it might cost you, I don't know, $50, but then at a like a wholesale place or somewhere else, it's going to cost you a lot less. So that's the only thing I would say is I wouldn't get anything at a veterinarian office because they do have a markup because they got to make a profit. I mean, unfortunately. So, did somebody else pop in here? Hello there, Aaliyah. Aaliyah, hopefully that's Aaliyah. If I'm not saying your name correctly, please let me know. But yes, this is Rosemary. I'm usually terrible with names, so. Rosemary, since I've talked about all the other cats here, Rosemary is pretty much, she's doing good. Uh, she's eating well, she's pooping well. We are the types that celebrates when some of our cats poop, like Rosemary and Zelda, being that they're like 18 and 20. They got to keep pooping. So they're doing well. John, you always believe that natural stuff, like natural foods and things like that, beats vitamin pills. Pills don't absorb correctly. Very well might be, John. That very well might be. You need some vitamins and supplements. Yeah, I think I take. What do I take? I take a fiber pill. I take an allergy pill. I'm not allergic to cats, although my wife is, ironically. Um, eh, what else do I take? Vitamin C. I think that's about it. Not much. Target, do I have any electronic toys like the gadget mimic mouse under the blanket? I know of that toy, Target. I don't have that in particular. As far as electronic toys, I mean, besides like a cat laser, like a laser pointer, and a few like little like ball toys that you press the button and they kind of spin around and they light up and stuff like that. Most of our toys are non-electronic. They're things like this, like crinkly, right? Um, or little things like this, or like the little what are these things called? Like cat dancers type of things, right? These kind of things. Um, Tons of mice and little balls, that kind of stuff. Hello there, Sue S. How you doing? Hello there, Sky Lover. Spence, any idea if you can supplement cat food with salmon oil for their coats? Spence, I don't know, but I do know something that would help their coats would also just be a fish oil pill, Spence, just a fish oil pill. Jesse, you're surprised I don't have a lot of noisemakers? Yeah, no, no. It's loud enough here already, Jesse, to be honest with you, with these cats. So, we don't need some extra noise. It's already loud enough here. Oh, those who know, and I think most of you do, because these two communities are connected. I am Raven, Shelly's channel. So I think May tomorrow, I think is going to be arriving in the UK for her new home with Roz. I think it's tomorrow, and I'll be excited to hear when either Shelly or Roz posts that. Weird Dino, you might head out soon. You're not feeling well. That's okay, Weird Dino. I hope you do feel better, like Maya is saying. And Weird Dino, we're gonna start to wrap up here anyways. About another 5 minutes or so, and we're gonna be ending this live stream because it's been almost an hour. So I hope you feel better, Dino. Again, condolences to your teacher's family. And one day at a time, just one day at a time. Grieve however you feel like you want to or need to, and things will get better in time. Target for sure. We do live streams targets on Tuesdays and Saturdays. So feel free to join at any time. Like I said, we also donate all of our channel money to charity at the end of every month. So if that's something that you're ever interested in, just know that whatever you donate to here is going to go out to cat rescues around the world. Sue, you thought you were going to go 2 hours on Tuesday. Sue, eventually I probably will get to that point, but not yet because I do have that. I'm just not there yet, Sue. Something I need to kind of work my way into. Or maybe on Saturdays. Saturdays might start to be 2 hours for sure, but maybe not quite yet, though. Because these live streams, I want to say, because I talk literally the whole time, they can be a little tiring. I mean, at the end of these live streams, depending on how, like, how many questions and how much chat is going through with questions and stuff like that, it wears your voice out after a while. Hello there, Butterfly, and hello there, all things Anna Bo. Hello to both of you. Hope you all are doing well. Spence, I think you said maybe 90 minutes. Yeah, maybe 75 minutes, 90 minutes, and then kind of work my way up. We'll see. This one's not going to be fun to do eye drops on. Whenever this one has a little bit of gunky eyes where we got to do some eye drops on her, she always fights us. She's only like a 5-pound cat, a little over 5 pounds. She may not look like she's 5 pounds, like the way you're seeing her, like through the screen. But she's a skinny kitty. But she is like all muscle basically, and she fights when we have to do her pills or any kind of medication. She's a spicy little senior kitty. Yeah, catitude. Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think that most cats probably don't like eye drops. I mean, I don't like eye drops. I don't like anything going in my eye. Sue, you forgot you're in mountain time right now, so you were late. Oh, no worries, Sue. Are you still in Colorado, Sue? If you don't mind saying, you don't have to, of course. I think you're in Colorado the last time I checked. Maybe one day I'll do a live stream like Shelly a little bit and just not really talk too much. I don't know if I could really do that though. Sue, you're leaving Colorado tomorrow. Where are you heading next? I guess if you keep on going west, I guess whatever would be west of Colorado, what would that be? Utah, I think. Uh, Bruce, do a 24-hour marathon to raise funds for kitties. Bruce, if I ever do a 24-hour marathon, I would have kittens that we would be fostering so they can run around in circles for 24 hours is what I would do, I think. All right, well, we're getting close to that time. As always, I like to give the last couple of minutes, 2 or 3 minutes, for y'all to say goodbye to one another, say goodbye to Miss Rosemary. The three things that I always like to say, finishing up here: adopt, don't shop, put breeders out of business. We don't need breeders in this world, so adopt, don't shop. Adopt a senior cat, preferably an older cat. Even like a 2-year-old cat, because senior cats and older cats, they struggle in shelters. They don't get adopted. They get passed over. People just like walk by and they're like, they want the young kitten. But I'm telling you, senior cats, they rule. And then I got to cut my nails. Advocate for your feline friends. Advocate for your fur babies. Advocate, advocate, advocate. Always advocate for these cats. So that's pretty much it. John, we would need to raise funds for Adam after 24 hours. Yeah, you would need to be raising the dead, John, potentially after a 24-hour live stream for me. So I'll be more than just raising funds. Hello there, Leah. How you doing? Sue, no worries. Hopefully, maybe we'll catch most of it on Saturday, or maybe I'll go a little longer, on Saturday as well. Let's rub the ears of Miss Rosemary. All right. Well, anyways, as always, I do appreciate every single one of you being in here, chatting with me, hanging with us, hanging with these kitties over the last hour or so. Or with a cat with special needs and aren't necessarily perfect. For sure, Spence. Absolutely. Yes, all cats need a good, loving home. Absolutely. But anyways, take care. God bless, and hopefully I'll see most of you on Saturday, and I'll see you. I'll see you around. So, bye all. Bye, Rosie. You just go bye, people. I don't have my beautiful eyes right now because one of my eyes is just not quite working properly. All right, bye everybody.